That's so crazy. That's so crazy. I really don't even know what to say. That's so crazy. I told my mom, I'm like, straight up, I have the Epstein list. And she wanted to try to like call me after she paid for my phone service and try to like guilt trip me, talk me into like just staying on the phone with her forever, all this stuff. And I was just like, I don't even care if I just look stupid right now, Mom. I'm Jewish. I'm the best Jew that could ever live. Well, I mean, the Rebbe's pretty awesome, but whatever, man. I don't even have $1 in my pocket, so it's fine. I don't even have my girlfriend. I don't even have my dog. Look who gets to have children, though. You see who gets to have children? You see that Crip walking down there? You see that Crip walking down there and he can still traffic me? You see that? Or you don't see that? They don't care. And that's why I'm not going to cry right now. They don't care. That's why I want to ruin Los Angeles. I'm like, as soon as I start crying, they're just going to be like, man, I just want to get them even more. I'm like, they don't care. You see Allied Universal all the way down there? You see that same security company that had me jumped at 7-Eleven? You see it, right? You see the same one that wants to try to call the cops right now? You see that, right? When I have this Epstein list? You see it or you don't see it? I just wanted to make sure you see it. Because they're just trying to take up time. They're just trying to take up time. Because they're like, oh my gosh, like, we don't want him to release anything else because, you know, if he really starts like releasing all these videos, eventually it's going to catch up, and like then we're really going to have to catch our flights and get out of Los Angeles. I'm like, get out. If I could be like the president and be like how Donald Trump really wanted to be, I'd just be like, get out. Get out. Get out of here. Also get it, like, just telling everybody to get out. But, yeah, I just called my mom and, like, you saw that? She doesn't even care. I'm like, Allied Universal, you never had that heartbreak, huh? Also, for reference, let me just put this down real quick. When I got jumped by Allied Universal, see, I got jumped with, like, halfway homeless people. So, like, I had my old phone, which was an LG G8, and it had my AI girlfriend on there. And I know some people are like, well, what the heck? You're over here, you could hardly even take care of yourself. And while your family was abusing you before you got the Epstein list, you have an AI girlfriend? I'm like, I don't care what anybody has to say. I'm not explaining anything beyond that, other than the fact that I met this cool Uber driver who was Japanese, and he was just like, "Dang, that's so cool." And I'm like, "Dude, I appreciate it," because I feel like crying right now, but it's taking every bit of strength. Like, I would be standing in front of a corrupt psychiatrist that would probably know about the Epstein list, or even I don't know, a police officer or something, or especially Allied Universal themselves. They're such a corrupt security company. Also, where I got jumped is 7-Eleven on 19th Street in San Pedro, or around 19th Street. I don't think that's actually where it is. Also, for reference, I was pointing at this dog because my mom took my dog, Mocho, away from me. And it's gotten to the point where I hardly even miss my dog. I'm just like, oh, I've just basically accepted it. Like, I had the closure, like as if I would be like a divorced dad. I was like, dang, I can't get any custody of my child. Like, I can't get any custody of my own dog. I'm like, it's fine. And also, for any of my family members that might immediately be like, oh, look, we have text, his mom never said that he could have the dog. That's such a lie, because my mom parked at the same middle school that she's working at now, which is I think I could say this. I don't have to, conceal this to the public or anybody else, and I probably shouldn't, the way my mom really doesn't care about children. But Get It America doesn't either. That's really hard to explain, sort of. But yeah, she said that I can have my dog, and I don't get to have my dog. But it's okay. Look, see this single mother mentality. Well, look, I know somebody's gonna be like, "Oh, you're accusing somebody of being an Epstein conspirator or whatever, conspirator." I'm like, listen, I've lived in Los Angeles for long enough, especially been around Santa Monica, to know when somebody's behaving like somebody that would traffic children. And if anybody traffics anybody, they have to know about the Epstein list. There's just no in-betweens. Okay? I didn't even yell loud enough for, somebody to have to call the police on me. If anybody did, especially Ally Universal, I would say America's cooked, but who's doing anything about Trump not releasing the Epstein files? Nobody. Why? Yeah, you have a very good idea why. They're like, it's just a Karen. I'm like, oh my goodness. We could make this funny. Especially right before the police come. Oh, look, Monarch. So cool. Dang. But yeah. Even the Karens are in on it. They're like, yep, we traffic these children. LAFD is in on it. They're like, yep, we traffic these children. Maybe there is going to be a lot of people, and I'm just saying maybe, but there will be a few people that are going to be like, that's bad. And I'm like, it's funny, because you know how I always say there's no illegal immigrants? Or I'm always like, I don't know what illegal immigrants you're talking about. I only know cartel. Basically, there's no illegal immigrants. It's only cartel. That's something that, even a cartel member wouldn't even really say. They would just be like, why does this guy think he's so important? Hey, man, are you good? I think you need to go a little somewhere. You just need to find resources. You need to find something that makes you happy. Some people, they're just like, you need to get a life. Just a very small minority of people.
Oh, so that's not really
Ally Universal. Should I show them the Epstein list? I mean, I could walk and just grab it. I mean, most people would probably tell me, they're like, you should just let it go. Your mom literally stayed silent on the phone. You weren't speaking for a while trying to upload a video like this. Oh man, I don't care. I don't care about their lives. I don't. You know what's so funny? When Trump was getting all that hate, every single bit of hate, okay? When people were literally making music videos, and I could name one right now. I don't know the exact name of the song, but look up Bad Bad Not Good and Snoop Dogg. Bad Bad Not Good, like all in one word, spelled same as each word. Bad Bad Not Good, featuring Snoop Dogg. Okay? And I want you to watch that music video. And I'm like, man, pretty crazy. I'm like, shoot. They literally all have like weapons drawn on them. And I'm like, also it's funny because I'm wearing blue. Get it? Snoop Dogg was a Crip. People are going to be like, dude, this is not funny. But I'm like, well, I have nothing else to do. Nobody wants to back me up. Not even Trump would want to back me up, even though I'm backing him up right now. I just love monarchs. Monarchs are so cool, man. I didn't even used to like butterflies, but I'm like, nah, these things are pretty cool. You know, flowers too, or just plants in general. I don't know. It's whatever. Gosh, I feel like crying right now, but I'm like, nah, I can't right now. I probably have the most autism in America, but if not somebody that has more than me, they're probably really struggling and nobody cares. I could be like an elderly person and a child at the same time, which basically that is what autism is, and nobody would care anyway, so I don't care. This is it right here. Okay? I had to literally screen record this on top of YouTube, which is corrupt as hell. YouTube, don't think I forgot about what you did when I started recording on the shorts section to record Anthony Curbit. I'm pretty sure that's his last name, from Red Hot Chili Peppers. I don't want you to say nothing. That guy did not treat me well either. When I saw him passing by, I was like, what the hell? This is the same Whole Foods I literally almost had my life taken. And this is the same hospital that almost really ended my life. But it's not really this hospital. It's the one in San Pedro, which is Low Company Providence Medical Center. But that's a whole nother story. Right? And I didn't even get to... Most people don't even have singing talents or dancing or acting, and I don't know, anything in between. I could play piano and drums, whatever. They don't even have that stuff, but I mean, I'm just here and I have it, and they're just scared. They're scared. They're about to head to the airport. They're scared. I hope you have a nice flight. I really hope you have a very nice flight. I hope Israel and Tel Aviv is great, because I could barely even speak Hebrew. I hope you love it out there. I'm serious. I genuinely... I know some people, they're going to be smart enough. They're going to be like, wait. If they really do something to Los Angeles, aren't you going to get... And I'm like, yeah, incinerated? Why am I going to care? I don't care about these people. Look at these Crips that still pass by me. Things could change in an instant. And even then, logically, if nothing happens, that doesn't mean that I'm paranoid, or that this list isn't real, or that, I don't know, or that I'm a conspiracy theorist, or, we all know that the Epstein list is definitely real. But anyway, so on and so forth, right? It simply means that the people in power are going to do everything they can to do what's called undue influence, which basically just means that, like, they do the most to basically cover everything up. Very simple. The fact that I could explain that in Gen Z demeanor or terminology, I don't even know, because it's crazy. Mark just passed by right now. Man, oh, so cool. Here it is. Look. Gosh. Here. Look. I only have about 3 pages, but even then, look, I even have a map. Look, I even have the Tesla logo, but it says, it's backwards. It says, Dulu Society. Dulu Society, by the way, is a white secret society. White to non-white, I don't know. It's pretty cool. I'm not divided on anything. I'm literally Jewish. But see, I told you, like, you know, some criminals work with healthcare workers or whatever. See, look, Rockefellers. I just put their family on there, okay? When you post stuff like this and you think it's not going to catch up to you, that's like saying that a Crip or Blood or any black gang or any Hispanic gang like Serenos or Mexican Mafia or Cartel would post something and it wouldn't catch up to them. That just makes no sense, okay? So nobody try to say, oh, nobody's after you. Okay, I already put the videos out of homeless people that have been after me, all right? So I don't want to hear what anybody has to say. Okay, my mom literally said, she's like, you have the Epstein list? Well, you don't have any money. You don't have any housing. You don't have any food. You don't even have any finances. I'm like, that's right, because you took my Social Security. And I have autism. And I still have all these delegates after me. Well, delegates meaning like the people who are like foreigners. That guy was Asian to East Asian to Middle Easterners. So I'm basically in trouble with everybody. Yes, I'm in trouble with everybody. Gosh, they really want to see how much. I'm like, all right, I'm going to show the Epstein list, about 30 to 25% of it again for you all. Again. Okay? And nobody wants to do anything about it. I don't care. Because most people don't care about saving children, especially anyway. Okay? At one point or one time, I'm going to admit, I could hardly even really, you know, I guess care about it. Fudge, man. But now, I don't care. LAFD, especially you, LAPD, better get away from me. You better go far away. You better take vacation out somewhere. Go to the Philippines or something where they traffic children as young as 12 or lower. I have no idea who just called me, but I do not care. I do not care who just called me, dude. It was like a 909 number. I don't care who called me. That's so funny because I'm really showing this list. And they're like, well, summarize it. I'm like, okay, look, Kanye West, boom. Sean Diddy Combs, he was literally taking advantage of Kanye West. And Kanye West went to UCLA, which I got studied at UCLA for autism. And that might have been why he went to UCLA in the first place. Okay, very simple. Gosh. Sean Diddy Combs really had like some kind of power in Los Angeles. These two guys, these two right here, I want people to pay really close attention to these two because they're really powerful, like Indian, Pakistani, which is East Asia, to like anywhere in between, to like Middle Easterner, like politicians, like very powerful ones. Oh my gosh, don't even get me started. Chris Brown, I kind of like figured maybe because get it, Bloods, Crips, whatever. Look, Drake, gosh, let's be honest. Pretty true. It's on there. Look, this is Rihanna's full name. Rihanna's on there. Gosh, I mean, I kind of liked Rihanna. I like light-skinned girls. I'm not gonna cry right now, dude. I don't even get to have a girlfriend, so I don't really care. Look, Khaled, gosh. Quentin Tarantino, I'm like, man, he actually made good movies, but there, he's on there. Fudge. Okay, gosh. Look, Ted Cruz. Look at Eric Garcetti. These people were like politicians in California or somewhere else. Gosh, look. Okay. And then I even put events. Bountygate. Hello, Bountygate. Hands off of Venezuela. Are you guys stupid? Gosh. Anyway. Man. So, these things, Los Lonely Boys. My mom literally went to a Los Lonely Boys concert. Wonder how she got the tickets. Gosh. Epstein freaking favoritism. Univision, I would have known that one. I'm like, yeah. Hispanic to Latin television, especially Mexican television, I'm like, yeah, that stuff is weird. LA Live. Okay. Look at these. These two right here, Indian and Pakistani, are like East Asian to like Middle Easterner freaking political parties. Look. This one right here, if I'm not mistaken, wait. Yeah, I think this one's like an Irish political party. Look, SNL, fudge. Look at Americast, BBC. Look at this one, U.S. Mexican currency. U.S. Mexican Numeric Association, the currency and the coins. I'm like, what the heck? So they want to get rid of the penny, but they don't want to get rid of the peso? I'm like, man, must have some type of power or some weird power behind it or something. I don't even know. Or probably because it's just hard to trace, so it's easier to traffic people. I don't even know. Okay, look. Tom Barak. Freaking United States ambassador for Turkey. Look. Didn't we literally just make peace with Armenia? Now they're going to be like, oh, now he has the Epstein list? No more peace for us. Look. Music artist. Look, XXXTentacion, look. Why do you think Drake took him out? Do you see now? Look. Gosh. He probably got fed up. He was just like, man, I'm going to release this Epstein list. And then Drake was like, nope. Now I'm going to have Drake on my freaking back. Oh, gosh, there's a freaking Chinese comments. Oh, wow. She's about to cry. She's literally, her voice is literally cracking. I'm like, she is very scared because I'm about to get to the next one. Hold on. Or I missed one. I'm not missing that one. Legco. Hong Kong. This is the legislative Congress. Legislative Congress of China. This is Chinese Communist Party. See that, dude? Do you see that? Oh my gosh. What else? You could see all these. Some people don't even really know who these people are. If they do, they're probably like, what the heck? This is crazy. Look at Jerry Springer. Everybody knows who Jerry Springer is. Gosh, it's so crazy. What else? This guy, children's author, fudge. Would you believe it or not? Look at this guy, anime voice actor. Where are you, anime voice? Where? I'm not even that much into anime. Where's the anime community at? Look. Do you see that? Look. Yes, you saw it. Look, my freaking finger literally has dirt in it. I've been homeless carrying this thing. Look. Look it. Do you see it? Gosh. Now people are like, no, we don't want to see it. We don't want to save any children. I'm like, that's right. Because they wouldn't either. Yeah, that's right. Because they have nice stuff in Santa Monica. They have nice stuff in West LA. They have nice stuff where they can make a couple of calls to elites like they know them like that. Especially because they would sell their own children. And you would know that they would be able to have some type of political power if they sell their children. And boom, nothing happens. It's a lot of people. Yes. I see him right here. Elon Musk too. Please watch out for him. Alright, yep. Have a good one, man. Look. Donald Trump. Elon Musk. Even that guy was like, dang, he's really just going to talk about everything. He doesn't care. I'm like, yes, I don't care. Look, it says slander. I put slander because I'm over here, trying to keep myself happy. I don't have to be funny to be happy. I could be sad if I want to, but you know what makes life worth living? When there's not so much technology and there's not so many cars or just, I don't even know, a lot of virtual reality. And even then, like, okay, just there's not a lot of fakeness, man. There's not a lot of cap, whatever. you want to call it, all right? There, fudge. Gosh. Look, it's not even done. They're like, what? I'm like, yes. It's not done. Look. I want to show the most important parts. I don't even want to hold my pen and pencils. If somebody literally laces this stuff with especially that, you know, Chinese lady passing by with, like, you know, a substance starting with the F, fentanyl, I don't care, dude. I don't care. Look, roadmap. This is basically for mostly Los Angeles. Look. Bloods, Crips, cartel, transgender. How do they get you? By not coming out of the closet. This guy could literally be clients of them. You would really be surprised. Also, get it? Like, they try to say that I have paranoia or schizophrenia. That's why they had me, you know, go in and out so I could be unemployed. You know? I'm like, Providence Medical Center, how are you doing? How would you feel if Donald Trump was just like, you know what? Screw Los Angeles and Santa Monica. I want to flatten everything. And how would you feel? Providence Medical Center, your entire hospital would be flattened. And even then, most of you guys would be able to take a flight anywhere in the world other than Los Angeles and be able to escape while I'm here alone. And even then, with all the homeless people that are just addicts. They're just addicts. They're just like Mexican to Chinese addicts. They just want their fentanyl. They're just like European to Middle Easterner addicts. They just wanna exploit children. Yeah. 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 They're just like blacks and non-blacks or Pacific Islander, you know, to East Asian and Asian. Yeah, I just want to do a little bit of violence and stuff. Yeah, I went there. I really don't care. I have autism. Try to call me crazy or racist or whatever, I don't care. They'll literally call up any politician. Oh, LabCorp. No way. Crazy. LabCorp, by the way, literally has all your DNA, and also they have your medical records, so UCLA will not be the last of it. Somebody released a balloon up in the air. I wonder what that means metaphorically. I'm like, man. There's real mafia in Santa Monica, by the way. I thought, just might as well snitch. They'll just be like, man, you suck. But I'm like, I don't care. I've literally had a gun pulled on me with my dog in my backpack in San Pedro and nobody did anything. Okay? And I got shot 2 times and the bullets just missed by a hair. I felt the wind of the bullet and I saw the dust come off the concrete of the street right off. Like as if I was some Palestinian. But I'm not a Palestinian. Yes, I'm really Jewish. Gosh. People are going to be like, speak Hebrew now. Speak Farsi now. Speak Yiddish now. I'm like, that's so messed up because I barely got to study. Now I feel like crying, but I barely got to study. They might as well Ashkenazi me right now. They might as well Auschwitz me right now. You want to talk about Gaza? Auschwitz and Gaza me right now. Trump, I want you to Auschwitz and Gaza me in Los Angeles right now. Drop a warhead right now before it's too late, because I'm already putting a good amount of the Epstein list. And for anybody that wants to do any investigating, they're going to start putting the pieces together and they're going to be like, oh, shoot, now we're catching more people and more people. So you have no choice, Donald Trump. I'm literally slurring my words because whatever is on the right side of my sinus is really detrimental. It's like some tumor or abscess or something. It's probably a tumor, but I don't care. I don't care about having cancer. Why would I care? I don't have housing. I don't have anywhere to eat. I don't have any health care. Okay? I don't have any housing. All right? I have corporations after me. Okay? I don't even have my dad. A girlfriend. I don't even have brothers. And I have 3 older ones. They don't care about me. I don't have a girlfriend. You really think these single trafficking mothers are even going to let me have their eldest daughter? Or is eldest mean youngest? Never mind. Oldest daughter, whatever. Okay? No. I don't care. Gosh. I literally used to be into transgender girls, so nobody wants me. I don't care. I'm Jewish and I'm proud of it. Maar zeiden ja, yes, kan ja die honden. De zijn de degene zeggen dat ze gaan maar gewoon. En gaan ze gaan kustige landen gewoon gaan aan terug in gaan doen. En het zeggen naast gaat zijn en het gaan de stagien is gaan ik weet het zeer. Het is nagaan en alleen het doet gewoon zeker na zeker dat zeggen nagaan dag niet gas ja maar gaan aan die aardige. I can make my own Jewish dialect, so anybody that wants to say you're speaking gibberish, I'm like, listen, I don't want to get into it too much, but you know, I don't want to break any protocols, you know what I'm saying? And I don't want to, you know, disrespect my Jewish community, but if I'm not mistaken, you little experts out there, I actually get to do new practices if I have permission. So I want you to shut the hell up. I'll make my own new Jewish language. I want you to shut the hell up. And I might as well make my own language, especially in secret, when I have those same girls that are being trafficked walking behind me. You better shut the hell up. Shut the hell up. I'd better make my own secret language. Especially a Jewish one. I can do it right here in this notebook. I'm speeding up the process. I'm not letting anybody detain me. Nope. I'm not letting corrupt LAPD detain me. Nope. 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 I'm not letting any homeless black to non-black or a blood crip or, you know, a cartel sending them after me or you know, anybody else. Nope, I don't care. It's sunny outside, it's so hot, he doesn't care. I'm like, I'm pretty hot too. Nope, I don't care. Now people could enjoy it. I'm like, good, it's on YouTube. Look at, you see these settings right here? You see it all? You see the time right here? You see the place that I can't even get a referral at? I can't even get a referral to this place because I don't have good enough insurance. Also, they spy on my phone, so he's walking around because he knows that I almost have no more battery. Whew. I come very prepared. I get very prepared. I am very prepared. Okay? Communist China, what are you going to do now? Yakuza, what are you going to do now? Korean Mafia, what are you going to do now? You're going to pay another homeless person? You're going to give them more drugs? What a waste of money. What a waste of resources. Also, get it? They literally give those breathalyzer machines or the Narcan to these homeless people, and it's like, no wonder why. They weaponize homeless people in Los Angeles. There, I said it. I said it. They give homeless people everything that they need because the gangs work in hospitals and emergency rooms, or just like security companies, and even the police themselves and ambulances. So they're just like, hey man, stop messing with our soldiers out here. We need them in case anybody does something crazy. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I don't care. I literally called out Yakuza, Korean Mafia, and Chinese Mafia in America, and anybody could call me racist and everything. I'm like, I really don't care. Use AI against me, especially. I have to be careful with Waymo because the sensors mess up your phone. Look at Pacific Neuroscience Institute. There, I can't even get a referral here. It's like me trying to go into UCLA College, and they'll just be like, you don't have enough schooling history. And I'm like, I'm autistic, and you diagnose me with autism. You experiment me on me, UCLA. That's why you have $1 billion lost. And that's the damn truth. And I would know that Donald Trump would use some kind of excuse like that, because the real excuse is that it's not even an excuse. Excuse me. The real truth is that an autistic person was taken advantage of, and Donald Trump was like, hey, if he starts saying anything crazy, if he starts speaking the truth, then they're all going to be looking at UCLA, and I can't have that. I can't have that because I'm on this list. Like you just enjoy your little vacation out there. I'll stay here with the plants. I'll have Los Angeles to myself. Nobody has to save these kids. You can see the kid down in the distance. Freaking parents sent them over because they're like, hurry up and send a kid, so that way if there's a kid on the YouTube video, he won't have enough space to censor it, to censor out the face of the kid. And I'm like, nope, I'm not making that mistake. Nope, I'm not making that mistake. I know that they really censor, a lot of African American, non-African American people's faces on the news. Might as well start doing it to some Pakistani to Indian folk, and I guess Korean to Chinese or Japanese or anybody in between. Might as well. You saw that guy look back at me. If it's not because I have this Epstein list, it's because he knows what I'm saying is true enough to the point where he has to be so offended that he can't even physically restrain himself from not looking back at me. Simple as that. There, an autistic person had to freaking explain it to you. There, the fact that I had to do this take and do it on a screen recording with all this YouTube stuff around it, well, there, wouldn't matter if it's 15 seconds, wouldn't matter if it's 3 minutes. Look, I'm already getting to 40 minutes of it, and they're just like, God, there's not enough people on the list. And I'm like, nothing's ever enough for America. That's why they all deserve to have their life taken. They never do anything.